Pokemon Legends Arceus is a brand new adventure coming in early 2022, but these are 4 things you need to know right now. The game story is taking us way back to before any of the main Pokemon games to date. The setting itself is the Sinnoh region from the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl games, but at a point in history that Game Freak is calling a long gone era. In fact, it goes as far to say that the Pokemon Legends Arceus story is set before ideas such as being a Pokemon trainer or having a Pokemon League even existed. This could mean that the traditional Pokemon storyline that comes with the aim of being the very best, the best there ever was, is abandoned for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Instead, your goal is to create and complete the first ever Sinnoh Pokédex. This will mean discovering and documenting every single Pokemon in the Sinnoh region to build out that Arceus Pokédex, which may well include learning their behaviours and more to really build out each entry. Technically, Game Freak hasn't officially used the phrase open world to describe the game yet, but from what we've seen so far, this is going to be much more akin to a Breath of the Wild experience than previous Pokemon entries. Such a big change is reflected in the gameplay changes too. While you'll still be catching and battling, Pokemon are moving visibly and freely throughout the world. You can basically consider the wild area of Pokemon Sword and Shield a kind of teaser for what's to come with Arceus, but this is quite the evolution on that model. You'll be able to observe Pokemon in their natural habitats, learning more about them, but you'll also be able to catch them simply by sneaking up and throwing a Pokeball at them. No more blindly running about in the long grass and waiting for the battle to begin. Battling will also be as simple as reaching for a Pokeball of one of your team near a wild Pokemon to seamlessly enter battle. From here, Pokemon battles will be much more familiar, but it's this way of interacting that will, hopefully, feel a lot more natural and realistic. As yet, we've not seen any trainer versus trainer battles in the game, so that will be interesting to learn more about as we get closer to the game's release. In another bold choice, Game Freak is also doing something different when it comes to the starter choices for Arceus. They're all from different generations for the first time ever. We've got Cyndaquil from Generation 2, Oshawott from Generation 5, and Rowlet from Generation 7. The official Game Freak line is that each of these arrived with the as yet unnamed Pokemon Professor, who encountered them on research excursions to various other regions outside of Sinnoh. But rumours are already flying around that they're connected to the Japanese origins of the Sinnoh region itself. But let's be honest, we're all Team Cyndaquil, right?
Cyndaquil, it's nice to meet ya. My name's Dawn.
And finally, there's the titular Arceus itself, who is a mythical beast hugely important in Pokemon lore. This normal type Pokemon was first introduced during Gen 4, and could be found in Diamond and Pearl by playing the Azure Flute in the Hall of Origin. However, because that wasn't an item that could be found in the game organically, but rather was released as an event-exclusive item, players have been on quite the journey to actually get the mythical beast in their games at the time. In fact, it wasn't even officially recognized by Nintendo until 2009 when its debut movie arrived. It was then known as the original one, and is even thought to be the Pokemon that created the Sinnoh region, if not the Pokemon universe itself, including a whole host of other mythical Pokemon, such as the Lake Guardians and the Creation Trio. We can't wait to learn more about this mythical Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus when it arrives in early 2022.